By
So I
4:30.
drove down the
Okay.
employee. Call
Okay.
him back up again. Dick Ainsworth.
This is the McHenry County Zoning Board of Appeals. I'll call the meeting to order. This is a petition for, I have it right here. This is a 2-acre tract that is located on the south side of State Line Road, approximately 1,834 feet east of the intersection of State Line Road and Lilia Road in Chemung Township. This is an A1 to A2 zoning change. The PIN number, yes, there's 2 PIN numbers. Part of 01-03-200-002 and 01-03-400-002. That's a lot of zeros. For 22-211 State Line Road in Harvard, way up in the northwest corner of our county.
Petition number?
The petition number is 2024-030. So I'll start by having the board members introduce themselves, starting on my left.
Mary Donner, Greenwood Road, right, Greenwood Township, sorry about that.
Robert Cozen, Algonquin Township.
Charlie Eldridge, Richmond Township.
Vicki Gartner from Nunda Township.
Kurt Schnabel, Riley Township.
Thomas Jers, Coral Township.
Bill Kurnick, Grafton Township.
Thank you. So we will start the hearing by explaining what is going on here. We will listen to what you have to do, what you want to do, and why you want to do it. And then we'll ask you some questions, and then staff might have some questions, and then staff will give their report, and then we'll move into voting. So it should go quickly and easily. Everything sticks to this thing. Okay. The publisher's certificate of publication from a newspaper is dated May 16th, 2024, and thereby meets the ordinance requirements. The affidavit of posting was signed and date posted was May 14th, 2024, and thereby meets the ordinance requirements. The affidavit of mailing was signed and the date mailed was May 13th, 2024, and thereby meets the ordinance requirements. Survey has been checked against the petition, legal notice, and publication in the newspaper, and all 3 match. The filing fees have been paid. The endangered species consultation was not required for this petition, and the McHenry County Soil and Water Conservation District report has been received. And that is NRI number L24-042-4598, if anyone is interested. Okay, so I will swear you in. If you will please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in your testimony today?
I do.
Thank you. Okay, and will you agree to waive the reading of the petition itself?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, why don't you tell us your name and address and what it is that you want to do?
Sure. My name is Eric Bird. My address is 1688 Brandywine Lane, Dixon, Illinois. I purchased this 82-acre farm here in March. There's, as you can see, 2 acres with a set of buildings and a home. On the property, I don't have a use for the home or the buildings. So I had the surveyor come in. They made a nice 2-acre square parcel and hoping to sell the house and buildings off to someone that can use it.
Okay, thank you. Do any board members have any questions? We'll start with Mary.
No questions at this time.
No questions at this time.
Charlie?
Yes, you, in handwriting, set forth replies to the approval standards for the map amendments. Would you like to include that in your testimony and affirm that that is correct?
Yes, that would be great.
Okay,
Yes.
that's my own.
I did complete the forms earlier in spring here.
Okay. Kurt?
I really would just like to ask you, if you're from Dixon, what attracted you to buying this particular property?
I grew up half a mile away.
Grew up in Harvard.
I'm from Harvard.
Okay.
That answers the
Yeah,
question.
He's a local boy.
I own ground right next to it, and my parents own ground between here and there, so that's the reason.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. So,
Tom?
I don't have any questions, Eric.
Bill?
With that answer, I have no questions either.
Okay. And my only question is, the rest of the property, what would it be, 78 acres or whatever, is that being farmed now?
yes. Mhm.
And that will continue to be farmed?
Correct.
And you lease that out to a, or do you
No,
farm
I
it yourself?
farm it myself.
Oh, you farm it yourself? I thought you looked like a farmer, okay. All right. So you have already attested to the standards that we have for this zoning change, thanks to Charlie's question. So we can move on to staff questions.
Staff has no questions.
And is there a staff report?
So the staff report is that the property is currently zoned A1. Zoning on the south side of State Line Road is also A1. There are a few scattered A2s up and down the road there. The state of Wisconsin is obviously to the north there, so I'm not going to give you zoning for their side of the road there. The future land use map for this area shows this as developing as agricultural. Should be aware that there is a small portion back in the corner there that is listed as being in the SARA, the sensitive aquifer recharge area. It appears that the standards for the A2 rezoning is being met. Therefore, staff has no objection to this particular petition.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Anna from the board members?
No.
Okay. Moving on, would you like to give a closing statement or just beg us to approve?
If you can approve the split, I would appreciate it greatly.
We'll think about it.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay. So we'll close the hearing portion now of this hearing and, or the testimony portion, and we'll move on to the voting portion.
Madam Chairman, I move acceptance of the petition as presented.
I'll second that.
All right, hold on, I have to catch up with you. This is the hard part for me. Okay. And do you have any comments?
Yes, this is a 2-acre parcel on State Line Road between US 14 and Lelcher Road across the street from the state of Wisconsin. It's part of an 82-acre farm parcel that has been there forever. And the farmer, as is typical in these cases, has no use for the farm buildings. They're surplus to his operation and wishes to preserve them without becoming a landlord, which is pretty much his other option. It is the public policy of McHenry County to preserve these historic farmsteads. And the best way to do so is separating them from the rest of the farmland and selling them to somebody who wants to live in the country on a small farmette. I believe that all the standards have been met. I believe that it is in the public interest to support this petition, and I shall vote in favor.
Thank you. Ms. Donner?
I concur with Mr. Eldridge.
Mr. Kosa?
I believe all the information submitted fulfills a vote in favor of this petition.
Mr. Schnabel?
I totally agree.
Ditto.
Mr. Kernick?
Being last in line, I can say ditto to what everybody else said as well.
And I agree. So I'll call the roll. Mr. Eldridge?
Yes.
Mr. Mr. Cozen?
Yes.
Mr. Schnabel?
Yes.
Mr. Jers?
Yes.
Ms. Donner?
Yes.
Mr. Kernick?
Yes,
And I will vote yes as well. So that is a 7-3 vote in favor of this petition, which will go to the county board for final approval
it ought to be.
next month. Correct. Yes.
Thank you.
And with
Thank you,
that, the
guys.
hearing is closed.
Not a record, but close.
I went as fast as I could. I skipped a couple things. How close were we?
Well, thank you, guys, I appreciate it.
you're welcome.
I don't know, I guess 20 minutes. Man, I'm way off.
Yeah,
It's 10:15.
well, we're not even gonna tell you what trucks you got.
Is it really?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, yes, the other one, yeah.
Oh, that was Rich.
Try 1,000.
Yeah.
I'm going away tonight.
Oh, geez.
That's all.
I'm selling.